Good morning from Saigon. Here we are next to the Notre Dame Cathedral, the central post office of Saigon and the Ho Chi Minh Book Street. Now let me quickly take you on a brief city tour and visit some of the important places. Here is the Independence Palace, once the seat of South Vietnam's presidency, and the place where history turned when tanks broke through these gates, and the war finally came to an end on April 30, 1975. This is the Nguyen Nia Park, named after Nguyen Nia, a young revolutionary who fought against French colonial rule. She was part of the early resistance movements in the 1920s to the 1930s. Welcome to the Lo Loi Street, which runs like a timeline through the heart of Saigon. At one end stands the Ben Ton Market, the century-old symbol of trade and tradition. Then a bit further up is the glass tower of the Takashimaya and Saigon Center, which is the city's modern face of luxury and light. Here we reach the Bung Bin Khe Lu roundabout, with the Ho Chi Minh statue and the People's Committee building rising on my right-hand side and the Saigon Opera House standing in full French elegance straight ahead. Say hello to the Dong Khoi Street, which is famous for being the most elegant, historic, and symbolic boulevard in all of Saigon. This is the street where the city's past, present, and luxury all meet in one continuous line. And this is the riverfront corner where the Hotel Majestic Saigon stands, a century-old landmark watching over the Saigon River, right where the city's colonial past meets the modern skyline rising behind it. Of course, you cannot miss out on the iconic Nguyen Boulevard, which is Saigon's Grand Promenade, the place where colonial history, modern lights, and the city's endless energy all come together in one iconic stretch. Here once again, the Ho Chi Minh statue on my left and the People's Committee building right in front. This is the Rex Hotel Saigon, a legendary landmark of the city, once the gathering place of journalists, diplomats, and storytellers during the war years, and still one of the most iconic corners of old Saigon. On my left is the famous Cafe apartment building, a former residential block transformed into a vertical maze of cafes, boutiques, and creative spaces, each balcony telling its own story above the boulevard. And on my right is the National Treasury building, a solid, imposing block of French-era architecture that once handled the financial heartbeat of old Saigon, and still standing firm along the boulevard today. Now on the Ham Ni Street, which begins right at the Bac Dang Wharf and pulls us directly into downtown Saigon. It is one of the main arteries connecting the riverfront to Nguyen Hue and Ben Ton. This is the back side of the Ben Ton Market along the Lo Ton Ton Street, a quieter facade of the city's most iconic market, where delivery trucks and vendors keep this century-old landmark alive. Do not miss the Phu Dong Thien Vang roundabout, with the heroic statue of the young Saint John rising at its center, a symbol of strength and protection watching over one of Saigon's busiest crossroads. We end our small city tour here at the Gong Vien Ben Ton Park, overlooking the Twilight skyline of Ho Chi Minh City, a quiet moment to breathe before we dive back into the borderline odyssey and revisit the best places of this unforgettable journey.